Hi guys, welcome back to the Eagletac M3C4 review. This is part 2, and where I left off in part 1 is I was telling you about the glass lens. So what we have here is Eagletac's Syntax glass lens. Now this is an ultra clear hardened lens. So real glass, it's ultra clear, so it's a UCL, and it has anti-reflective coatings. So that's good. It helps the emitters. It helps make sure that the maximum amount of light is coming out of the front here. So it has those coatings and that kind of technology. So as with the M2 series, it has. So you know what? I think I needed to tell you also. It has Type 3 hard anodization, which is the hardest military spec anodization. As with the M2 series, it's a really nice dark anodization. It looks really good. I don't see any chips or any runs or anything like that. So I like Eagletac's dark anodization. So it is a Type 3 anodization, and I believe it's IPX8 waterproof. Military grade aluminum. So I should say it's IPX8 waterproof, and the construction is aerospace grade aluminum. So I'm gonna have to confirm about that IPX8, but I don't see why it wouldn't be. I just didn't see it on the website, but I'm pretty sure it is. So I better start telling you about the accessory package. And oh, sorry guys, and also like I said, now the beam shots are gonna be in part 3, because I didn't realize the time was going up to 25 minutes, and I think I could only put 2 gigabytes on YouTube at a time, kind of thing. So I had to stop at around 25 minutes. So if you stick with me, part 3 will be the outdoor nighttime beam shots, and so hopefully you stick around for that. Now, okay, so I better move right along here. Maybe I could shorten this up, but as with the Eagletac M2 series, you get, I would imagine you get a good accessory package. That means a spare battery carrier, the flat non-clicky tail switch. And now is a good time to tell you that this is a momentary on forward clicky switch. So momentary on, as you can see. It has a bit of a stiffer feel than my M2. My M2 has a bit of a better feel, but you might be able to take this off with the torque bolts and adjust the boot there. And I noticed inside the tail cap there's 2 dimples for some sort of adjustability or something. So momentary on forward tactical clicky switch. And the accessory packages. I imagine there's like the M2, there's a diffuser. As you can see, this screws off, which is a 304 stainless steel craniated removable bezel. Really nice, really nice finish on it. This will protect the light from drops and dings, and you could probably break a car window with it and defend yourself with it, that kind of thing. So as with the M2, you have the clear glass, or so the frosted glass diffuser lens, which screws on in there. Same kind of deal as the M2. This light, I believe, accepts all sorts of different color lenses, just like this, but maybe they're clear and orange, or sorry, red, blue, green, amber, or yellow, you know, that type of thing. So those are, I think those are optional. They're not standard, but this is standard, and this is a really handy item for further diffusing the beam. So this is a floodlight, but this will even make it more floody. So nice removable stainless steel craniated bezel. I'm gonna open up the light now. Hopefully I got the camera set on a good setting here. Very smooth thread action on this. It's so much nicer than my my M2. I don't know if you can see, but this, when they say gold plated contacts, I imagine that, so there's a gold plating on here for good electrical conduction. They did keep the star headed screws in the head of the light, so there's no Torx there. I don't know, so that's different. The threads are pretty thick. What are they here? I don't know if they're square cut. Maybe they're square cut. Probably, or whatever. But they're fully anodized. And my M2 might have been anodized too, but it might have wore off. But this one is anodized. Good amount of lube on there. Really nice thread action. So, like the M2, you have the battery carrier in there. I got to add that the interior of this battery handle, is all anodized. So out comes the battery carrier. So like I said, in the accessory package, you'll get this. This is the spare battery carrier with the two CR123 plastic tubes, so that the CR23s, you put them in this tube, in these tubes, and then put the cap back on, and then put them into the battery carrier like you would at 18650. It's for anti-rattle, is what it is for. So that comes in the package. Really nice. This is a good time to mention, these are nice battery carriers. I don't see any plastic other than the clicky switch mechanism here. Metal here, gold and silver plated contact points. Really nice. So keep in mind that if you this light comes with the flat tail cap installed. I think that's just their pardon me for a second. I think the default option is this tail cap here. So you'll have to take this off with the 4 bolts and install the clicky tail cap if you want it. And make sure you get the O-ring right when you change them over. Make sure that your O-ring is settled in there nicely, and make sure when you go to put the cap on the light that you don't jostle it too much and the O-ring pops out. Just make sure it's in there good. Maybe you want to test it for water tightness afterwards. I gotta add that when you get your Eagletac M2 or 3 series from when you get that, make sure you go and you tighten all your bolts and stuff like that, and make sure nothing's loose, but just don't over tighten it. Just kind of do it gently, and don't crank on it too hard. But so here's the nice anodized all aluminum tail cap that the M3 will come with, so you can just change it to the clicky switch. So one battery carrier operates with this, and both battery carriers can operate with the clicky switch installed. But if you have the flat, as you can see on the clicky battery carrier, it's got the clicky switch, and the other one doesn't. It's just flat, and you operate the light by using the control ring. So it has a standby current, and I think it's a lot less of a parasitic drain than the M2 had. So do your research on that, but yeah, I don't think it's a much of an issue anymore. And you might want to refer back to my M3C4 review on YouTube. But if you need a summarize, if you want a summarize of what I'm talking about, if you want me to summarize, I should say, because it has a control ring, if the light wants a bit of a standby current, so when you pick it up, there's 2 ways to shut this light off. You can shut it off with the control ring by going boop, or you can click the clicky switch if you have that tail cap installed. Now if you don't have the clicky tail switch cap installed, it's all this control ring that's doing it. So even when you turn it on, it leaves a bit of juice in there, so that when you do grab it and turn it on, it's got that current ready to go. So there is a bit of a parasitic drain, which means it'll sit there and drain its batteries by itself even when you're not using the light. Now people were complaining about the M2 model. There's ways around it, and there's ways to stop the parasitic drain. And one of them is to install the clicky switch and make sure that you click it off every time you're not using it. And just to be sure, turn the head to make sure you didn't because if you have the ring turned so it's off and you click the switch, you might not still know that the light's on. So check it both ways. And I think they also made the standby current so small that it would take months and months and months to drain the battery. I don't know, I'm not sure. You might want to look into that, but I think they corrected that, and it's not a big issue anymore. So nice anodized battery tube on the body. Nice accessory package. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that back in, and it just you just feed it in there and pop it back in. It's in there pretty good. there's that really nice, whoops, thread action. Really nice, smooth. See if there's any rattle in this thing with the two 18-650s. No rattle, so it's good. So talking about the accessory package again, here's the lanyard I didn't show you in the M2 series because I might have lost that one. Good thick, seems like a pretty good quality black paracord lanyard, and a decent clip here. Both tail caps, the clicky and the flat tail standing one, will have attachment points for this lanyard. Now this thing won't come with the light. Just in case you're wondering what that is, I gave this to my sister. I ordered it from another country. It's a tritium marker. So you know what? For those of you that don't know what it is, I'm gonna go and turn the lights off, and hopefully the camera picks it up. Tritium is a self-glowing gas, and see, when I put it in the shadow, you can see it starting to glow already. But hang on a sec, I'll turn the light off. Okay, so you see that green tube glowing there? That's the tritium. It's like a marker. You can put this on your flashlights, so it glows by itself. It illuminesces, or whatever you want to call it, by itself. You don't need to charge it with solar power or put batteries in it. It's just a gas that's reacting. It's tritium gas reacting with phosphorus coatings inside a glass tube. And this one's in green. They come in all sorts of colors, and so yeah. So this is a tritium marker. It'll glow like that for like 10 years by itself, 24 hours a day, unless you break the glass or you get a bad sample. So that's the tritium marker. And there it is there. Pretty bright. I think this is a I don't know, it's a 3 by 22 millimeter or 2 by 22 millimeter tritium marker. So, pardon me, I'm gonna go, see, that's the difference there. So anyways, in the pitch darkness, in the pitch black, you'd be able to see that tritium if you dropped your light, or you had it in a completely dark room, sitting by your bedpost or whatever. Hang on a sec, guys. And I just quickly grabbed my night core. My night core has a tritium. A tiny tritium. See the size difference between this this tritium rod or tube and this little tritium tube here. And in the night core, this is what do they call this? Ice blue tritium. It's a small little guy, 1.5 by 5 millimeters or something like that. So that's tritium glowing there. So just so you knew what this was here, or whatever. So it's a marker. The military uses them, I think, in rifle scopes, and certain watches have them installed in the watches, so that military guys in the pitch black can see, you know, the hour spots in the hands and stuff like that. So that's tritium. Okay, now. So, once again, pardon me, you get the spare battery carrier, 2 CR1238 tubes, the diffuser, a lanyard, spare O-rings, the flat standing tail switch, and this big old nylon holster, which has a few attachment points. Has the carabiner attachment loop here. It has a Velcro and snap riveted button here for one of the loops, pardon me. So you can do a quick attachment, and then a third sewed on right to the sheath itself, or holster, is a belt loop that's sewed on there. So it's a flip lid. Sorry guys for the movement. It's a flip lid, dual zippered thing. and it comes, I don't have it on my thing, but both zippers operate at the same time if you have this paracord rope that connects the two. Mine is off, and I don't know what happened to mine. It's not around, but so big, thick nylon sheath. It looks a little bit out of shape right now. It's because the light isn't in it. Once the light's in it, it comes back to life. Now embossed on it is Eagletac tactical flashlights, so it is a nice sheath. And the point of telling you all this is that like I mentioned in my M2 videos, you get great accessory package included with the light. And like I was mentioning, there's your spare O-rings, spare bolts for the extra tail cap and whatnot, stuff like that. So yeah, so what am I forgetting to tell you here? I was gonna go somewhere with that, but yeah, so a nice accessory package. And I was gonna try to figure out the warranty. Now Eagletac in the box will give you a warranty, so they do have a warranty on their product, and they give you they give you a owner's manual and instructions how to install the clicky tail switch. And it says here, Eagletac limited lifetime warranty. So you would go online and register it with your serial number there, and find out about the warranty. So that's pretty good, limited lifetime warranty. So if I had to guess, it would be something like they'll cover their own manufacturing defects, but I doubt they'll cover abuse, neglect, or you know, modifications or anything like that. So a limited lifetime warranty, so that's pretty good. You know, in the event that they screwed up on their end, so good on them for that. So that's about the whole package. Now, now the light itself is 6.3 inches long, so you could chuck this into your pocket really painlessly. It's you know, it's heavy, but it's still not a giant mag light like I said in my other videos. This thing easily pops into your winter jacket. You know, so it's, if you're walking your dog or you're camping or something like that, you can you know, it's good that it's smaller. So 6.3 inches long, which is 159 millimeters. The body diameter is 2.4 inches. I guess they mean the flat area here because it's a rectangular shape, but I guess they mean by the flat part of it here. So the head itself, the big old head, is it says it's 1.5 inch. Now something doesn't seem right there. I think it's, you know, hang on a sec, it seems bigger than that. They might have screwed up. I'm just gonna grab a tape measure here and do a quick Eagletac might have got the information wrong. They might have mixed up the head and the body diameters. So, sorry guys, I'm just measuring here. Okay, Eagletac screwed up on their website here. The body diameter is 1.5 inches, and I'm measuring the head right now. And the head is coming in at just under 2.5 inches. So, I thought something was wrong there. So I guess this is 1.5 inches, and this is 2.4 inch diameter head. So great big head, nice good solid chunk of aluminum there. So that's a 61 millimeter diameter head, for those of you that want to know. The weight without batteries is 12 ounces. So coming a few ounces shy of a pound. Now I'm reading offline, and it says that it takes 2 18650 batteries or 4 CR123As, but in abbreviations it has button top cells only. For some reason the Eagletac M2 was able to use these flat top AEWs, but this one, this M3 model, they're saying use only these button top cells. So they're widely available. That shouldn't be a problem, hopefully. And I'm just checking stuff out. Okay, so anyways guys, I'm about to end the second part video, but to summarize quickly here, if you want a excellent floodlight with a whole bunch of output, and you like the Eagletac look and design and stuff like that, this is a good light. Now, when you go shopping for Eagletac M3s in the XML, you'll notice I think there's two versions. The triple, which we have here, and a single one, which will be just one emitter, one LED, and then a huge single polished aluminum reflector. That single LED version of this one will have way more throw than this light. It'll have less lumens, less total output, but it will have way more throw. I think something like on the website it says 46,800 lux at 1 meter. So the single version of this is quite throwy, but I would imagine it you'll lose some of that huge broad flood beam quality that this one has. So they're two different animals. So if you want one that's throwy but it has that hot spot and then a little bit less spill, that's the single XML. And if you want just a really almost dedicated floodlight with still enough throw to punch moderately into the distance, this light's for you. Now, I did shine this across the lake, and it was picking up stuff pretty fair distance out there, so know that this one will still retain a bit of throw. Okay, you know, guys, I think I covered almost everything, detail and statistically, and I'm going to shut this down. I'm going to go outside, and it is dark out here. It is 6 in the morning here in Canada, and it's really windy out there, so you know what, it's going to be quite an ugly sound in the camera. We're bracing for a winter storm that's coming across the prairies and going to be slamming into the area in Ontario that I'm at. So it's going to be really crummy, windy. Wind on my little digital camera here sucks. It sounds like that kind of, it's really irritating. So, but if you really want to see the beam quality of this light, I guess, you know, if you want to bear with me. But so sorry about that. It's really windy. We're bracing for that Colorado low, or Alberta clipper, or whatever you want to call it. We're supposed to get like someone said maybe a foot of snow, or maybe half a foot of snow, depending on what we get hit with. But so bear that in mind. Also bear in mind that when I show you the beam shots on this, in real life it'll look different. The camera won't capture the lumens and the light intensity, you know, 25-30 meters ahead. It just won't pick it up. But in real life, this thing will shine a lot farther and a lot brighter than it appears on camera. But in the close-up range, it'll show maybe a big hot spot that isn't so pronounced in real life. So this thing's more powerful than the camera's giving it credit for in one way, and then making it seem more powerful in another way. But just keep in mind that this thing lights up my whole yard, and you can take that for the honest truth. And if you're looking for a floody light, this is it. So this is and for the price point. Now, before I got 2 minutes before I hit the 25-minute 2 gig mark for YouTube uploads. So I'm looking at a price online for $169, but I'm pretty sure you can get this if you do some shopping around for about $100. Pretty good deal. I paid $175 for my original, and it's come down in price since. But so do your shopping around. This is about $110, $120 light. And if you see it at $169 or somewhere around there, you're paying, I think, the top dollar for it. So do some shopping around. You might even be able to find this thing at $100 somewhere, like under $100. So that's the price. Comes with a bunch of options, like I said. Really nice, really cool light. I would recommend it. I like Eagletac products. They fix the parasitic drain. It looks good, it feels good. You can't really appreciate this till you have this chunk of metal in your hand. So having said that, guys, I'm going to end this, and look for part 3 of the beam shots. Look for part 3, which is the beam shots, and finale to this review of the Eagletac M3C4 triple XML light. Thanks a lot, guys. See you there. Bye.